A warm welcome to you, beautiful souls, and to my channel, Mystical Angels Energy. My name is Kikyo, and I am deeply thankful and deeply grateful to have you here today, beautiful souls. The card decks that I use are listed in the description box below. So let us begin our channeled message that concerns the Twin Flame Collective, the Twin Flame Journey. So this is both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energy. This is the energy of your journey, of your connection. Angels, what messages do you have for the Twin Flame Collective concerning their journey? And I'm going to pull one more. All right. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, the Magician. So this is saying, you know, there's a lot of magic happening within your connection. And you've got the fairy godmother there blessing this connection. Hold on the camera. Blessing this connection. And also, I feel like in this connection, both of you are standing in your power and making this magic happen. You are calling forth your own personal fairy godmother for this journey. This is also reassuring you that the angels and your guides are with you, overseeing your journey and making sure that everything goes according to the divine plan and everything is happening in divine time. But this is a very auspicious card. This is speaking to, I'm hearing the word auspicious. So, and abundant. You're both, the divine masculine and divine feminine energy are both in the energy of standing in their creative power. And this is very magnetic to everything that the divine masculine and divine feminine desire, as well as magnetic to each other. Standing in that creator energy. Okay, the Ten of Swords. So we have the Ten of Swords, King of Cups, King of Coins, and the Devil. Let me adjust those. Okay, so Ten of Swords. You know that something has to go. I feel like it's saying in this connection, you know, that I feel like there's like this I'm hearing karmic endings. Okay. Within the connection too, there may have been something that had happened that caused deep hurt. I'm hearing it does have something to do with like a karmic energy, a karmic partner, a karmic situation of some kind, and you've really felt, and I'm seeing that too, like, okay, you felt cut off, okay, you could have really felt like you were drowning, and you weren't sure if the connection could survive. You thought, is this permanently the end? We have here the King of Cups, so I'm feeling like with the King of Cups here, but deep down inside, you know, there's a clarity, there's an understanding, there's a purpose, and there's a maturity here within this connection. We have both the King of Cups and the King of Coins. So master of the emotions and master in the physical world. And things have gone, I feel, you know, within the connection, slow and steady, especially because I'm hearing like the tortoise and the hare, okay? Your journey was meant to be slower for a reason, because God was preparing the most savory dish, and that took time and divine time. So within this current energy, I feel like there's this understanding that this is permanently over, because the Ten of Swords means that there's nothing more that can come of that particular phase, that particular situation. So I feel like it's saying you're moving on with these two cards here. You can see the truth. You see the truth too behind the pain, behind the hurt, behind the struggle, you know, behind anything that has transpired within your life, behind the betrayals, and all these things have made you stronger. And yeah, and it has felt like you've been cut off from something. I keep hearing that phrase, cut off. You've been cut off from something. And also, this was for your protection, you know. whatever actually left or went that really just felt like pierced your heart is what I'm hearing. And yeah, it felt like there was so much of you that, you know, I'm seeing all the blood there. So it feels like you gave so much to something. And yeah, I just feel like it really drained you, depleted your energy. Almost like I'm hearing the word energy vampire. Okay, I feel like within this current energy, there's like a definite slowness, but that's nothing to fear once again, because that which goes slow wins the race. So within this current twin flame connected energy, it's like you're understanding why things had to be the way they were. And so there's a lot of understanding here, and I'm feeling there's this intuitive activation with the King of Cups. There's a big sense of maturity with these two cards together, well, actually with all of them. And then we have the Devil there too at the end, which you're burning away all the things that don't resonate with you, burning away all the things that don't benefit you, that aren't in alignment with your path. And I feel like within this current energy, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine are facing their fears. They're confronting the devil. They're confronting that which lies deep, really deep within, okay? Because what's happening here is there's this, I'm almost seeing the World card with this too, with the King of Coins. It's like, you know, everything is, it feels like there's this heavy burden on both of the divine masculine, divine feminine, on this twin flame collective, on this, for this connection. It feels like there's this heavy energy, and I feel like that's what's being burned away and definitely needs to go. Something has caused great burden within this connection. But it's like you feel like sometimes, I feel like within this connection you're carrying the weight upon your shoulders, but actually, just like this beautiful tree and everything, you have this lush and very prosperous energy. And it's almost like you can see into the crystal ball, you can see, you can know this once again. But I feel like once again with this, the overall energy is you are standing in your power. And you are able to handle this. You are able to handle whatever comes up. And because this is the Ten of Swords energy and it's the first card, and it's almost like the first energy, it's like an energy that is passing. I don't feel like that's something that's coming in. I feel like that's something that is heading out. And what is coming in is understanding. And I'm feeling a sense of peace, especially with the King of Cups and the King of Coins. Whenever you get the Kings, these are the most mature cards of the court cards. So there's a sense of maturity and peace and a readiness. I feel like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. I feel almost like being in a video game and confronting the boss. Within this current twin flame connection, it's like almost like you're both ready. You're ready to face the final demons. You're ready to face the final demon, the final boss. And Archangel Michael is definitely here with you in this twin flame connection, helping you to and I'm also hearing Archangel Ariel. Archangel Ariel is here to help give you courage and stability, and to realize that you have manifested everything, and now everything is going to happen without. And Archangel Michael is here too, helping to give you that sword to slay whatever stands in the way. This really feels like within this connection, slaying the final blockages, slaying the final boss. But upon your back, you know, once again, I'm feeling like once again is like that release of this burden, okay? And that may be tied in some way with this final boss energy, but it's like you carry the light of the world. You're a leader. That's what I'm hearing. You know, this relationship is meant to be very beautiful, very powerful. You're meant to be a power couple. And all of that struggle and pain has made you awesome. The angels are saying has made you awesome. You've really leveled up. I'm hearing end game. Yeah, it feels like this is like the final boss before reunion. That's just what I'm hearing. Oh wow, powerful. Okay, Orion, Archangel Orion is here once again with that portal energy opening up. You feel this with the King of Cups. And if you feel, because I felt like a little bit, as I was reading this, a little stuck at first. So I'm feeling like if you feel stuck at first, you know, if you feel like you're floundering, okay, or kind of like being submerged, you're going to gain your footing. Focus your energy with unwavering faith to manifest the outcome you require. Once again, this Magician card energy, and that's why I felt so right to say Archangel Ariel was here as well, because Archangel Ariel is also an archangel of manifestation. I'm also hearing the Egyptian god Horus. Horus is here to help us transcend. Okay, I'm hearing Horus and Set. Oh wow, because yeah, I said like that final boss energy, Horus and Set. So Horus fights his battles, his uncle Set, okay, in order to avenge his parents, especially Osiris, because Set killed his brother Osiris. If you think of the Lion King with Mufasa and Scar, very similar energy going on there. But yeah, Horus also represents manifestation and soaring up to new heights and transcendence, opening up that portal energy. And it feels like, once again, you're fighting that darkness, you're fighting that Set energy. Anything that is trying to block this connection, both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I feel your energies in the 5D teaming up to face this energy, and you feel like you're facing this energy in your current reality. And once again, this is nothing to fear, because you understand, you know what has gone and why it has to go, and you know what it is that you must do and what you must face, because you are approaching endgame, you are approaching the finish line. And the angels are saying, don't give up. You know, focus your energy with unwavering faith. Stay focused on that which you desire. That is how you will slay this devil card energy as well, right? You will slay any type of negative beings that may be standing in your way. Okay, on this channel, I do get a little bit more out there. I don't like to say out there, because reality is much more than we know. But there are negative entities out there that don't wish to see you come into alignment. Because once you come into alignment, you are powerful. You are a powerhouse. You're already a powerhouse in separation from each other. As an individual, you have all the power that you require and that you need. However, when you come together, when two powerful people come together, there is strength in numbers. You are complete. You're complete even alone, once again, but it's like there's the sense of both halves of the soul coming together, because with twin flames, it's like the two halves of the soul, right? Or if you believe you have, some people do believe they have multiple twin flames. You know, everyone's journey is you know what's best for your journey, but it's like the parts of the soul coming together, whether that's two or multiple. But there's a portal opening up. I'm hearing there's like a paradigm shift. So the angels are saying stay focused, because when you stay focused on the outcome, when you stay focused on the good things, when you stay focused with gratitude, that's how you slay this energy, because you're not feeding it. Because those entities and that energy feed off of, they require your distraction. They require you to focus on things. They require you to focus on the pain and the struggle and the hardship, because then where your focus goes, energy grows, and then it keeps you in separation. So the angels are saying stay focused on the love and the good feelings and the good times and the things that you, knowing that you did level up. and that you've become stronger, because then that's, you're feeding into this vortex and not into that set type energy. I'm really feeling that there's like a demonic energy or negative like archons. Something here is trying to stop this connection from happening. And I really feel like someone needs to hear that. But the angels are here to, yeah, and I love this, Hanyo, embraced by love. Let love reach where it has never reached before. Once again, the angels are saying something is trying to stop this connection, but they cannot, what they must realize eventually is that you cannot stop what God has his hands all over. You cannot stop what, you know, because you are the power and so is your twin flame. You both chose for each other. That's why they require you to give your consent. And when you focus on the negative and the struggle and the pain, everything, you're giving your consent away. You're handing your power over and you're feeding into that. Yes, 1555. So I'm hearing like with that 555 energy, almost like a tower moment. Okay, something momentous, something very big is about to happen. But yeah, this is a very momentous moment in this journey. This is very interesting reading. You know, because a lot of like the past ones, it's been a lot more focused on the positive, and I still feel like this is very focused on the positive. It just, you know, it only seems negative, but you're able to handle this. And it's like, this is very positive though, because when you face your fears, when you turn around, when you look at your shadow, when you look at everything in your life and you really take accountability and responsibility, then that's when things really begin to happen too, because you're standing in that leadership energy. You're owning your power. And oh, I love this. Beyond that, the high priestess, you know. And with the King of Cups, there's a sense of, you know, your truth. And she holding the book there, and I'm honing in on the book. You know your story. And, you know, I feel like saying this, all great stories and all great journeys have some type of resistance there. Three of Cups, celebration, satisfaction, enjoyment, light-hearted energy coming in. With the Seven of Wands at the bottom, knowing that, you know, you have the ability to do this. You are protected. You will face these challenges and you will rise like the mountains in the background. You know, God has your back. You are being illuminated by Holy Spirit. You are protected with divinity. Archangel Michael, I see that mallet almost like is Archangel Michael giving you his sword. And then we had the, wow, Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Your intuition is on point, sharp. We have both the Queen and the King of Cups, so there's that divine match, divine pair there, Hanyo, embraced by love. So what I'm hearing is focus on the love. Archangel Hanyo is here too with divine feminine power, helping us to tap in with that connection and compassion. Let love reach where it's never reached before. So allow your heart space to really be very open. I'm hearing that word again, and I've said this in the past two readings. Definitely go check those out, the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine readings. Your heart is being opened more than it has ever been opened before in this current incarnation. The heart chakras are being very, I mean, there's just like I'm just seeing like floodgates of energy entering these two chakras. Yeah, it is like a vortex being opened, like a portal. I'm hearing there's like a portal being opened. And all of this good energy that you've been sending out, both divine masculine, divine feminine, and all of this good energy in this connection, it's all coming to fruition, and I'm hearing coming to closure. There's going to be like this big bang. I'm hearing like this big tower moment. And you've created this. Yeah, trust the unfolding. Trust what is happening, Archangel Jophiel is saying, you know, because you are chosen. This connection is chosen. Trust that there is no wrong path, only choices that take you closer to or further from love. So that's why they're saying too, stay focused on the love, stay focused on the good things, because it's taking you towards love. You know, and remember, let what was in the past stay permanently in the past. Excuse me. I feel like there is also this throat chakra clearing where your voice is becoming very empowered. And just like this camera here kind of going out of focus, things may seem out of focus. You may not be certain. I'm hearing uncertainty. You may not be uncertain about the next step, but trust the unfolding. Stay in prayer. Call upon your guides and your guardians, your ancestors, your angels, any of the divine, and they are here to help guide you. Confront this energy. I'm also feeling like with this devil card energy too, once again, that sense of maturity, because there's a sense of really owning up and standing in this power. And a sense of responsibility too, because I know the devil card energy can be equated with Capricorn. So I'm hearing one of you within the twin flame connection could be a Capricorn or have strong Capricorn placements. There's this big sense of responsibility here. Being very responsible and owning up this energy. Yeah, with that Magician card too at the bottom of the deck. There's this big sense of owning this energy, really owning it. And Archangel Jophiel is here too to help you see the beauty of this journey and the beauty of your connection, and that, you know, you both deeply, with Hanyo here, you both deeply love each other, and Hanyo as well represents peace. So there's this sense of, I did say that, yes, beautiful, because Archangel Hanyo represents peace. There's a sense of peace here, a peace because you know that this isn't really scary, even though it may initially feel that way. When you pause and you reflect and you connect with the divine, then the divine presents you with clarity and instills within you a sense of peace. I'm hearing the Holy Spirit is coming through both the divine masculine and the divine feminine, blessing this connection. And when you have the Holy Spirit come through you, you are instilled with a sense of peace. You are in the sense of knowing. You will be intuitively guided to the next step and shown what to do. And I feel like there's this balance here too between the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies within both the divine masculine and divine feminine, and that's beautiful, because when you have that balance, you know that you can feel it. You know that you're ready. What further messages do we have concerning the Twin Flame Collective, the Twin Flame Journey Angels? The 7th chakra, crown chakra, divine intervention. The 2nd chakra, sacral chakra, well-being. And the 4th chakra, heart chakra, compassion and forgiveness. Okay, so the divine is here with you with divine intervention. Before I read these, the divine is here with you. And I did say that in the beginning with the Magician card, that you've really got the divine. The divine really has your back. God really has your back. And it says, I honor a higher power and know that anything is possible. I let a higher power have a more active presence in my life, and I know that my life is divinely guided. I surrender to this truth. I know that I am guided. I know that I am loved, guided, and protected by a higher source. I am open to seeking guidance in my spiritual quest from a spiritual teacher, master, or guru. So there's this sense of being open to the divine guiding you in the right direction. I'm hearing Archangel Uriel is here, because Archangel Uriel is all about illumination and guiding us towards that next step. So you are being shown the next step, and Archangel Uriel is helping you to see that. Because there's an energy, a confrontation of some kind. And this doesn't have to be a person, once again. This confrontation, but it's something that's being revealed to you, or someone. It could be a person, it could be a place, a situation, event, something deep within from the past that comes up. But whatever happens, you are being shown the right thing to do concerning that energy, okay, and how to release that energy. Archangel Michael is here as well to help slay any type of negative energies, to help cut those etheric cords with things that don't resonate with you. Your crown chakra is being way open, yeah, because there's this floodgate of, I'm seeing this floodgate of golden energy going through your crown. There's this powerful manifestation happening. Anything is possible. You have the higher powers with you. So if you were looking for confirmation that you are very well protected, that this journey is meant for you, that you are approaching the end of the journey, this is that confirmation. Second chakra, sacral chakra, well-being. I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best of food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. So yes, this is saying you respect yourself. There's this respect for each other within this journey. There's a great amount of respect. I feel like you both respect each other. Honoring the journey. So divine masculine and divine feminine. Whatever needs to be done, the angels are saying do that, okay? Because it's going to help clear out blockages. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. So align yourself with the things that were meant for you. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I make time to rest as stillness and tranquility are vital to keep my mind and body rejuvenated. So yes, remember to keep everything in balance, okay? And to really embrace yourself in every way possible. Keep focused on you, because when you keep focused on you and what you know you need to do, then you know, you're creating space for possibilities. You're creating space for the divine to intervene. You're not holding on tightly to the reins of this connection. And maybe that's the devil card energy there too, you know, trying to hold on too tightly, or trying to will something into your reality to the point of exhaustion. You know, the angels are saying take some time for you, enjoy yourself as well, because the sacral chakra is all about enjoyment. Enjoy yourself, honor yourself, take time for you, do what needs to be done. Remember to move, remember to shake, especially if you're you sit a lot or have an office job of some kind is what I'm hearing. I'm seeing like someone in a chair a lot. That could be a specific message for someone. I do feel like some of you here, you have more active jobs, but I'm seeing someone sitting at a chair a lot. They're saying, you know, take a few minutes to get up and like shake or do a couple dance moves, or you know, even something kind of silly or funny. Laughter is also great medicine. And by the way, laughter too can also slay this energy. Even just one, you know, funny thing or one positive thought can shift and change your whole day. Focus on something beautiful with Archangel Jophiel, their heart chakra, and I said that about the heart chakra being very open. Compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Hold on a minute, beautiful. I let go. Okay, so I have compassion for myself and for those around me. Okay. I let go of anger, resentments, and torments from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Okay, so that's what I was speaking of here with, like, you know, they want you to, they want energy vampires, you know, whether that be a physical person or some type of spiritual entity. They wish for you to give away your power, because they thrive off of that power. And without that, they cannot thrive. So isn't that beautiful, and isn't that wonderful that you have if you consciously understand this, you have the conscious choice to take back your power. When you focus on those things, and I'm not saying feel your feelings. Any and all feelings are relevant, because feelings represent where we are out of alignment. Negative feelings are there for a reason. They are there to show, you know, God put those there for a reason, because it's to show us that we're, you know, we are distancing ourselves from the higher emotions, the higher vibrations. We are distancing ourselves from love and from joy, compassion, forgiveness, bliss, you know, kindness. So they're just indicators. They are indicators. And if you have ever seen the movie The Secret or read the book The Secret, and I know I spoke about this yesterday with the Divine Feminine message, definitely go check out the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine messages. I do feel that they are important at this time. But in the movie The Secret, they talk about these emotions, and that's where I learned this from, being indicators of where we are just out of alignment. And when we realize that, then, you know, these emotions are nothing to be afraid of. They're there for a reason. So feel those feelings, and then at the same time let them go and say, you know, I'm choosing to move myself into forgiveness, compassion, joy, bliss, fun. I feel grateful. Even if you can just focus on one thing that you can be grateful for, then you will notice it's like a row of dominoes. When you topple one, you topple the whole set, right? So when you begin to shift yourself into that energy of gratitude, then you will see even more things that you will be grateful for. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. Okay, hold on a moment. Again, beautiful souls. Once again, I was called to that Ten of Swords energy. So this is saying, remember to forgive that to be in the energy of forgiveness with this energy. Because I feel like that's going to come up within the heart space a little bit. You know, there's this memory of something that has happened in the past that caused you great pain. Once again, feeling cut off, feeling distanced. You know, one of you could have walked away from each other, and it just like really felt like you were so cut off, so distanced from them, like almost like that Three of Swords energy pierced through the heart. But this is saying, you know, that those times are permanently over. Okay, and you know this with the King of Cups to be the truth, and you realize how this has made you, with the King of Cups, very emotionally resilient and strong, because the King of Cups is very in tune with the emotions, very emotionally disciplined and in control, and also very willing to be vulnerable, because the King of Cups understands that vulnerability is a strength. When we can be vulnerable with ourselves, vulnerability always reminds me of being like honest with yourself, really owning up to that energy, right? Really feeling your feelings, not just trying to brush them under the rug like, oh, I'm not really feeling this because if I feel this, then I'm weak. No, actually, nothing could be more of a lie. That's a lie that they tell you. Once again, I'm seeing this almost like as the Matrix society. They tell you this so that they can keep you chained, okay? So that they can, so that they can own your energy, so that you're not the power owning your own energy, because that's how they keep themselves going. They rely on you to not be in your power. Actually, when you feel all of your feelings and you express them, then you create, once again, a clearness. Yeah, you clear the fog, you clear the cloudiness, just like the camera refocused there. You remove literal toxins from your system, and you also remove spiritual toxins from you. So they're saying, have compassion and forgiveness with yourself. Allow yourself to be tender and vulnerable. Allow that heart space to be open like never before with Haniel there. Okay? And allow yourself to, honor yourself in every way. And realize that this is done. That energy is over. It is done. It is done. It is final. It is complete. And you are not alone. You have your guides with you. You have your twin flame with you. If you're not, if you don't see them in your physical world, know that you are together in the 5D, and that you are coming together, because once again, there's this once again Set and Horus type battle. There's something there where you're going to be summoning all of your courage and strength and power. And this connection is, I'm hearing that, yeah, like, Because in the Archangel Power Tarot by Radley Valentine, it's like Archangel Jophiel is actually represents the devil card in there, because she's setting you free. And I think that's beautiful here, because these two cards came out together. So it's like she's setting the energy free. And in the distance, there's a castle, which represents, in my mind, for this twin flame journey, the divine kingdom, your promised kingdom. And they're trying to keep you from that kingdom, beautiful souls. But Archangel Jophiel is saying trust God, trust in your own abilities and your own strength, trust in everything, because remember, like we showed, there's that Three of Cups energy, joy, satisfaction, reunion, enjoyment together, being together with soul tribe. It's all coming. They want to keep you distracted with these terrible, terrible memories, okay? But once again, these things led to you having greater strength. And it may hurt to say that, because you may feel like, oh, you know, nothing was worth that. But there is this understanding and divine wisdom coming in with Archangel Uriel, showing you the truth behind all of that. And how, as a result of that, you really owned up to your own energy and power in your own independence, realizing that, you know, we do coexist with each other, and you know, but we don't, that energy again, like, we don't have to chase, we can attract. Okay, it's not this energy of like, oh, I could do this all by myself. Yes, you can, but we coexist. We coexist with everything, and there's always, it's more about being guided to the right things, the things that are appropriate and right for us in any specific moment, than the things that are out of alignment with us. Yes, I feel like that's the appropriate way to say that. And that's what independence is really about, because we're all dependent to some sort of extent as well. You know, think about all the farmers that grow our food, or, you know, all the weavers that make certain things for us, or, you know, carpenters, people that build homes and everything. You know, we don't do these things just all completely 100% ourselves. But independence is more about doing what we can for ourselves, and actually doing everything that we can. Anything that we think we can do for ourselves, do that. And then allowing God to bring in what we know that, you know, we require because we coexist, what we require assistance with, and attracting the right things. All right, so I'm going to put on the finishing touches here for this twin flame journey energy. Rabbit, activate fertility. Ooh, I love that. Lucky energy. Octopus, trust your multitasking powers. Whale, communicate clearly. Okay, so with the rabbit here, once again, there's this fortuitous energy. Auspicious energy is what I'm hearing. And the moon is in the background. So it's like we are being illuminated, guided from within. We're going way, 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 way deep down. I'm feeling with these two cards here into that core energy. So into the core of this connection. I feel like there's this revelation, things being revealed. And that's why I'm seeing communicate clearly too. You know, there's something, I'm hearing the word revelation. Something will be revealed. It's going to be profound, almost like this tower type of moment. But luck is on your side. The divine is on your side. You are making that leap into this new energy. I'm hearing leap. Yeah, shift again, this paradigm shift. So activate fertility. So within this connection, I feel like once again, there's a sense of you deeply feel each other. And this is fertile time. This is the time for things to be born. There's a birth type energy here, a sense of renewal, rebirth energy, rising from the ashes. And great luck, you know, powerful energy with that manifestation vortex. Things are happening. Octopus, trust your multitasking power. So within this connection, it's saying that, you know, a lot of things are happening. A lot of things are shifting. Trust that you're able to handle all of these energies. Yeah, and you know that you can. And whatever needs to be taken care of, you know that you're able to do it. So there's that confidence there, having this trust that you can handle this, you can do this. Hold on a moment again, beautiful souls. I'm almost done, sweetheart. So whale, communicate clearly. So I said that I felt like there was this activation within the throat chakra as well, empowerment with the voice. So I feel like you're being guided to communicate clearly. And I also feel like this is the end result, is that communication is incoming, and you will be able to transcend. You will be, as Horus, victorious over this set type energy. And then once again, that's the end result, I feel, is communication incoming. This is also saying to me too, the song of your soul. I'm hearing that you're going to be within this current twin flame energy, hearing a lot of songs, a lot of messages through music, and those messages are going to communicate to you how you feel and communicate to you how your twin flame feels. And it'll be as though they are speaking to you through these songs. And this is also the voice of your soul coming out. And I feel like when you do communicate together, it's going to be beautiful, almost like artistry and poetic, and very heartfelt, very deep. Yes, there's this very deep energy, deeper than deep is what I'm hearing. This is going way down into all the wounds and going down into the core, because the moon, and I'm hearing the moon card from the tarot, the moon always represents to me not just illusions and fears, but also going way down in there, confronting shadow self, and also going into the core of who you are. The moon card, and even in astrology, the moon represents our innermost self, right? So at the core, I'm hearing what you are at the core, and into the core of this relationship. Things are being healed at the core. Yes. Way down in there, whatever has been blocking this connection is being burned away, is being, with Archangel Michael here, being slayed away so that communication could come in. We have Archangel Gabriel there assisting with that as well. And that you're able to handle this, you're able to do this, because once again, we had that Magician card energy that was at the bottom of the deck. You are the power, you have all the tools at your disposal, and with just a little touch of magic, you're able to move mountains, you're able to conquer this energy. You are Horus. You are the chosen one, because indeed Horus is the chosen one to, reclaim the kingdom. I'm hearing reclaiming the kingdom, reclaim your throne, reclaim what was meant for you. You're here to reclaim your twin flame connection. You may have been separated for lifetimes. That's what I'm hearing for someone. You may have been in separation for a very long time. But they can no longer stop this. Why? Because, the devil is nothing to fear. It looks scary, but then when you really think about it, it's all about, and that's the Capricorn energy too, and Saturnian energy. It's all about getting control of yourself. And when you have control of yourself, when you realize what needs to go, and when you discipline yourself, right, then they no longer have power over you. Okay, because you're your own fairy godmother. You are the power. That's what the magician is all about. You are the power. You have the power to create this beautiful magic. And this is a very fertile time. And we see that too with, where are we here? Yes, the King of Coins. We see that. This has been a long time coming. Slow and steady wins the race, but you're about to make those leaps, those jumps. You're about to pass through those hoops, those hurdles. And a lot of like halo type of energy, a lot of illumination, halo energy here. once again, knowing that you have that divine intervention and protection. This is the time. That's what I'm hearing. This is the time. This is your time. Your time has come. It is, yeah, 44. Oh, wow. 44:44 on the timer. So it's been 44 minutes. So the angels are really present here. Anytime you get multiple fours, and especially 444, that is a strong indication that the angels are here. Okay, this reading is sacred, is activated. You were meant to hear this for a reason, because you are at the precipice of something very momentous. You are at the, you know, I'm almost seeing this as like a summoning of energy, you know, a joining of worlds. You're about to bridge that gap between heaven and earth. You're about to bridge that connection between your divine masculine and divine feminine. And I feel like, you know, once again, there's this coming together. All right, so that is what I had for you today, beautiful souls. If you enjoy my content, please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click the notification bell for further videos. This helps the algorithm so that it can reach you and reach others. I love you. We all love you. We all cherish you. And until next time, beautiful souls, bless.